Settlement is the movie I'm reviewing today. Welcome guys to my channel. Happy new month. We are starting the new month with a lot of grace and a lot of consistency. So thank you guys so much for supporting and standing by. Let's get into this movie review called Settlement. The movie is on Ogbonna TV. A recap of this movie pretty talks about, just like the title, if you're an Igbo man or an Igbo person, you know what this means, where a young boy is being sent to a businessman, a wealthy businessman, to go and do boy for him for years, 5-10 years, depending on the agreement with the boy's parents and then the boss. So after some years, the boss will settle him with some money and some items to start his own business. But in this movie, the opposite is the case. This man was just taking advantage of this young boy and has refused to settle this young man. Not just the young man, any other boys that has been working with him for years, he has refused to settle any of them, basically using them for his business and without settle. Then when the time reached for settlement, he sets the boys up for theft and then end up either sending them to prison and all of that. So the movie pretty much just talk about this boss who has refused to settle his boys. That's what this movie is about. First segment, let's talk about what I like about this movie. I really like the storyline of this movie so much. This movie just brings back a lot of memory, especially if you love early 2000s Nollywood. There was a lot of storylines surrounding this settlement boy storyline. So I'm happy to see that at least we have something like this on YouTube, courtesy Ogbonna. So I really enjoy the storyline so much. Another thing I like about the movie is acting. Acting wise, I'm talking about Ogbonna and then Nkem Owoh. They were the people that I really enjoyed their acting so much. And of course also the girl, the lady that played Ogbonna's friend, or should I say Nkem Owoh's daughter. I really enjoy her as well. So acting for me was really good. And also the other boys who were working in the shop, there were two individual funny guys as well. I love their acting so much. I was enjoying the banter they were doing, the stealing, everything was on point. I think I enjoyed it per YouTube standard. I really like Ike, Nkem, and then the lady who played Nkem Owoh's daughter, as well as the other two gentlemen. I enjoyed them so much. Yeah, her name is Modella. I think I enjoy her as well. Moving on, I like costume for this movie. It wasn't the best, but per the poetry standard that they were trying to portray for Ike's character, I think I like that. And then the cape, that cape always remind me, it gives me this feeling of old Nollywood. Obviously, if you know old Nollywood, know that cape represents poverty or poor person. Well, yeah, and I think it really makes sense seeing the costume they wore. And then I like a bit of Modella's costume as well. I like that very much. For costume, Ike and the Modella's costume, and then of course the other two boys were also good as well. I had a question mark on the costume. I'm going to say it in a bit. Then also I like the location. Location has to do with the gas cylinder business location, as well as Ogbonna's girlfriend's location, that house. Oh, I didn't expect to see the compound that much at all. I was thinking, because the way they were showing the room was kind of very good looking, so I was like, okay, the compound would make sense. Only for me to see the compound, like, oh, see the compounds in the house. I could not predict that this beautiful room is in this compound. So I like the location, the business shop. Location was quite good, and of course once he made money, that house we've seen a couple of times, but it kind of make the movie all come together very well. So I think the location, it makes sense. I think I like that. Lastly, I want to talk about the comedy aspect of this movie. In as much as there's a lesson you have to take away from this movie, the comedy aspects also hold the movie together. You guys know that I really love a movie that has a spice of comedy, and this had it. So I like that very, very, very much. So yeah, those are the things I like: the acting, location beat, and then of course costume, a bit of costume, as well as the comedy that this movie comes with. I like that so much. Now moving on to what I hate about this movie. Firstly, let me just quickly tell you how long this movie is. 3 hours plus. Yes, so not just 2 hours plus, 3 good hours. And trust me, I did not watch this movie in one sitting, not even in two sittings, because almost 3 hours is a lot. It is a lot, and I have to fast forward most time, especially scenes where Modella is in it. Unnecessary delaying, necessary dragging of dialogues was so, I'm like, what the hell is going on? I mean, the storyline is good, but 3 good hours plus, it doesn't make sense. And I understand why they use 3 hours, or they prolong the movie, even if the storyline doesn't demand you to make 2 hours movie. The longer you stay on a movie, the more they make money. The more ads they have on the video or the movie, the more they make money. So the longer the video, the more ads, and then the more money they make. So that is what it is, but it is totally unnecessary. Netflix self know they give us 3 hours, 4 hours movie, and I don't understand why Nollywood YouTube, they've graduated from 2 hours to now 3 hours. There was a movie I saw, and then it was 4 hours. I was asking myself, what? So again, I didn't use one city to finish 3 hours movie. Totally unnecessary scenes so much, and you're asking yourself, why are they wasting time talking like this? They are dragging their words. It is totally unnecessary. 3 hours plus, and the movie is more than 4 million views. Yeah, sometimes 4 million views necessarily doesn't mean that the 4 million people, or how much time, like me, like this. Like I said, I didn't watch it in one sitting, so going and coming counts for a view. So again, I explained why they prolong the hours, or they give long hours. So the longer the videos, the more ad, more money. That's basically how YouTube is. So yeah, it is too long. A lot of Nollywood YouTube lovers are complaining of the length, especially people who wait on critique before they watch a movie. And no, now that we also know that a lot of the movies do not make sense, people do not rush when a movie comes out, like, except of course you have loyal fans, loyal viewers, loyal people who tune up to your movies no matter what. Then yeah, of course. But yeah, it is too long, and I hate it for that. Another thing I want to talk about is the costume of Nkem Owoh. This man had business. He had boys, gas cylinder selling business. He was projected to be rich. I don't know the contradiction of his wealth and then his business and how he dressed. He didn't come across as somebody who has flourishing business. His looks were not giving for me. That's costume wise. I was questioning whether he has money, because he didn't look like somebody who has money to even settle his boys. So do you get it? If he didn't look good, his appearance didn't look like somebody who has money. So I'm talking about his costume, and then his location, the TV. I don't know if they were trying to make it look like it's an olden, but giving this, like I said, the storyline gives you that vibe of early 2000 and all of that. I get it, but the man himself was not rich, because looking at how Ogbonna, where he got money and everything changed. I don't know whether they were confusing the two things together. Yeah, they were giving us old Nollywood vibes, and they're confusing it with new Nollywood vibe per the storyline, because the old man is rich, but he doesn't look like he's rich. And then Ogbonna now got money. It's given like he actually does have money. So which one is it? I don't know. It was a bit confusing for me. And this brings me to cinematography. I hate the cinematography of this movie. I don't want to even stretch too much. You guys know what I mean by that already. The another confusion about this movie that I hate so much was that Nkem Owoh went to Juju Man to silence Ogbonna. On his way back from the shrine or whatever, he became mute. Now, the problem I have with this particular part of the storyline is he regained his speech again. How did he regain his speech? Ogbonna was not even aware that he lost his speech, only his daughter. So how did he regain it? We didn't know that part of the story, or maybe I did not follow through. You guys can let me know in the comment section. How did he regain? Did he confess to Ogbonna? Did he didn't even apologize? So how that part of the storyline, the whole getting mute, Ike not being aware of him being mute, he regaining his speech, and nobody knows where he did that or who solved that problem for him. Is it his daughter or himself? Did he confess? Did he apologize? Look, 5 whole questions in one whole act. I'm asking myself why. I was so confused. I was asking, how? And he still hated Ogbonna for even trying to marry his daughter, in as much as he had no choice at this time, because like he was fighting a lost battle. He still wasn't, accepting of the fact that Ike is coming to his family or marrying his daughter. So the whole back and forth, it's as if he's unsettled. He has still not accepted Ike. So what is the end goal of getting married to the daughter? Like, what is the whole fuse about? It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all. Well, he could have just, apologized and not even go to the juju to try and silence Ogbonna or something. That whole part of it left a lot of question mark, and I'm like, shh, this is not it. This is not it at all. For a movie that is 3 hours plus, it left a lot of question marks regarding that aspect of this story of this movie, and it made me so angry and mad at the same time, because I had to be watching this movie for more than 3 days because of the time length of it. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the other boys. I think that's the final part of what I really hate about this movie. The boys, what happened to them? They claimed they arrested them, they went to jail, or they went to cell and came out, and that was, we didn't hear anything about them again. I mean, I think they talked about having their own businesses. We could have seen if the business was progressing, or we didn't hear anything about them anymore, and that was I'm like, no, now there are so many question marks. So yeah, pretty much I think those are the things I hate about this movie. Rating it, I think I'll give it 3/10. If you haven't seen Settlement, if you have the time, I mean, you should check it out on Ogbonna TV. Thank you guys so much, and happy new month to you all once again. It's been a minute, like I said, I'm back. Consistency, guys. I'll see you guys in the next movie review.